Hey family, I just want to share some more wisdom and experience that God has placed in my life from these last 2 weeks, and that's concerning the topics of grace and accountability. A couple weeks ago, me and my men's group felt a call to go deeper in our walk with Christ and the way we were engaging with each other and the work we had to do with each other. And coming out of that, I had a call to go into a fast. I was reading through Esther. Um, God had called me to learn some things, some strategy with some things I've been working through. It led me to looking into what it meant to do an Esther fast. And basically what I found, besides the Jewish tradition that they do around Purim, and I might just be butchering that, but about the time when there was a scheduled date where one of the nobles in the court of Xerxes was trying to kill all the Jews in the land, is now celebrated for the deliverance that God gave them through Esther and her uncle Mordecai. And I just found that that was a 3 day sun up to sundown fast. So that's what I decided to partake in. But I was apprehensive at first because I wanted to be sure that my heart posture and my mind and my body and my spirit was in the right place to make sure that I fostered the fast well. And he had me contemplate that next day about how I wanted to engage with him in the fast. What was I going to give up? How was I going to go deeper with him? What was the point of this? Why did he put this on my heart, right? And I found that I kind of wanted to test God in a way. I wanted to see, God, you've been calling me deeper in so many ways in my life, testing me and showing me the things I needed to do. So in this fast, I want to really use you as strength and sustenance. I want to really put away everything and let you be the one thing that I have that's my constant. So I didn't eat from sun up to sundown. Uh, Two of my main things I think I struggle with the most is definitely caffeine and music. So I was like, okay, God, even when I'm in the gym, I don't want to use caffeine. I want to use music. All I had was water, no food. So everything was fasted. And I also, one of the biggest things I wanted to do was make sure I had a sober mind, which means I didn't want to allow my mind to wander or distract myself throughout the workday or even just the regular day. So those were the ways I was going to engage with him and really test and see that how are you going to show up for me as I give up these things to get closer and draw closer to you. So it was a very interesting and challenging experience. But right as I stepped into the fast, a lot of things started to click. I got to see how dependent I was on caffeine more than I thought. It's very much how much more dependent I was on music. And but even so, just being able to be sober minded from sun up to sundown and really take away any distraction and lean into my boredom and see how he shows up and how he speaks to me. And there was times when I'd have conversations with him, prayers with him, and I would see him answer me immediately. Or there was some things that I've been praying about or wanting to see come to fruition, and it came uh, unexpectedly just out of doing the fast and being obedient, taking the time to sacrifice my personal or my fleshly desires to pursue him. And that was a very beautiful experience to go through. Even having done many fasts before, I could feel that this was different. But coming off of that last day of the fast, my last workout doing fasted, no caffeine, no music, which was also very interesting to be in the gym with no music, no sound, just hearing other people's like breathing or just the quietness of the gym. It was very peaceful and also cool to see him show up and sustain me and strengthen me as I go through my workouts. But when I was leaving that last day, he put Philippians 4:13 in my heart, and for I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And it really just showed me that he was really showing me that you wanted to test me and see, can I be your sustenance? Can I be your strength? And I can if you allow me to. If you really want me to be the thing in your life, I can, but it's all based on your belief and how powerful I am. And that's what he was telling me, that it's like, Olu, you see that I can do it, everything, all the things that you pursue in music or caffeine or even food or even people, I have all of that. And he just showed me that you spend so much time worrying about life, you forget that you serve the life giver. You spend so much time worrying about your tools like music and stuff when you forget you have the tool giver, that whatever those things or possessions can do, I can do more than you can ever imagine. And that was just so rewarding and also humbling to be reminded. But it also showed me how much grace he has in the process of where he's taking me, because he's still shown up even though I've relied on those things more than I should have. But he was telling me that, if you lean into me more, there's more you can get out of me. And that was the accountability of knowing that you only get as much as you put in. You can only get as much out of me as you think I could show up for you. Just to how you think you can get so much out of these tools when you keep putting emphasis on them. Put more emphasis on me. Put more emphasis on your walk. Put more emphasis on your prayer. Put more emphasis on your focus in the day on me, and see how I show up. And that just really took me aback at how much I could really tap into him. But also, it was also special moments during the fast to see how he showed up. And there was times when I did fall short. There was times when I went, there was a couple of albums I wanted to listen to that just came out, and I got tempted and I ended up listening to them. But having the opportunity to jump right back into his presence, into his space, even after doing things I was supposed to be removing from myself for those 3 days, was also beautiful. To have that grace for him to know that I'm still close to you, but you can draw in even when you stumble. I know you're gonna fall, but as long as you get back up and you get right back close to me, I can still show up. And it was very beautiful to see that even as I was stumbling, even as I was desiring, or even as I was daydreaming, or even as I was listening to those songs that I chose that I shouldn't have been listening to, he still let me draw back near to him. That he's never not near. It's us that moves away. And he reminded me of that. Held me accountable, that he says, I'm steadfast. I'm perfect. I am constant. It's you that has to match me if you want to get what you want out of me. And that's a relationship. So I just wanted to talk on that, touch on that, and challenge you to look at the things in your life that you are putting on higher priority than him. He also showed me that to put him on a list of priorities is already wrong. To think that he can match up to the things and the tools and the people we have in our life is incorrect. And he showed me that it's like, you have to put me on a different plane of being, that I'm on one plane and the tools, the people, the resources you have in this life are on another plane. And there's a chasm between them, that if you don't really see me as something that's way above anything you can ever imagine, you can never really see how much my power goes. And I want to challenge you all to take a deep dive into your walk, even maybe even need to fast, or just look at what you need to assess in your life and adjust to see, where am I falling short, and seeing how powerful he really is and how can he really show up if I want him to.